Hi, so you're welcome back to Recipe Rhapsodies. Now, some dishes are quite simple, easy, and very fast to make. And today, in our kitchen, we'll be making one of such soups. That is the delicious Oha Soup from the eastern part of Nigeria. Let's quickly meet some of our ingredients. So here you have the Oha leaves, which I'll be picking and preparing for the soup. You have a second leaf which will be going into the soup, and that's called the Oziza leaves. So these are Oziza leaves. Then you have the stockfish, which is going to be one of our ingredients. You have the yellow pepper. Remember how much your chef here loves yellow pepper, so I don't do without it in the market. Also, you have the stockfish. This will be going into the soup. Then you have this Ogiri. This is Ogiri. I don't know the English name. Then I'll be combining two types of thickener. I had the Ede. This is the powdered Ede because I'm very lazy and today I don't want to do much stress, so I'll be using Ede and also combining Achi. Then you have your Oziza seed. So these are some of the ingredients that are going into the soup. Then you have the meat, you have palm oil, you have seasoning cubes, you have salt. So these are some of the ingredients. Come along with me as we prepare this meal together. So you can see our meal has started cooking. This is meat boiling, steaming. And first of all, steam the meat. After it has steamed for like 3-5 minutes, I'll be adding in water, oil, and our stockfish. So you can see the meat is cooking. I'll be using one for stew, one for soup. So these are your Oha leaves. Now the goal is to get them off the steam. So you pick one, you take it off the steam just like this. You get this head off, then you tear them in pieces. So this will be the whole process. You keep going till you're done with all the leaves. You pick, you remove from here, then you get the heads here out, then you go ahead and just break with your hands. It doesn't take time. It's not stressful at all. Because these are parts of getting your hands exercised and your nails too. So you can see, you pick a leaf, then you pick it out from here, take the stems away from the head, then you just cut. Easy process. So you keep going at this till you get the whole leaves out. For the Oziza leaf, which was the second leaf I showed you as part of the ingredient, you just plug, then you can cut with your knife. So you can see these are Oziza leaf. So this is our meat stock, which has been boiling which has been cooking. And see, in here I added stockfish ears, which I bought to the meat. You have your palm oil, you have salt, maggi, onions, pepper. So you can see on this other fire, I mixed my oha. I mixed my thickeners, the Ede and Achi, together with oil. I left it in a boiling pot so that it can melt, which I will later be adding to the soup. So we are in the kitchen. Happy watching as we cook. So this is our thickener, which I showed you earlier, where I was getting it dissolved. So I'll be adding that into the soup to start doing its own job. So you can see I've added that. So I'll just leave it. You melt this, you add palm oil to the mixture and allow it to do its work. So I've added that. So while this is going on, I'll be going ahead to go and get my leaf washed. I think at this point I'll be adding a little more pepper to my soup. So this is grinded pepper going in. And see, it's already thickening. It's already giving us what we are expecting. Let me just test for salt and maggi. There's no salt, there's no maggi. Test is not yet out. So I'll be adjusting salt and maggi. So this is me adding more salt, and since my leaves are much, I bought 2 bunches. Let me put more maggi for tests. So you can see just what I needed. You can see no molds, no lumps, everything just came out as expected. It's much better right now. So I'll see you soon. Welcome back. Welcome back. Our soup is almost ready. So you can see it's still on the fire. While the camera was off, I added my ogiri, which I've shown you before. Now this thing has a way of giving the soup another taste entirely, so you need to never forget it in your recipe while cooking. So you can see everything is well blended. This is just what I love, not seeing any lumps or anything. So I'll be going in with my Oziza seed, which I just grinded. I'll be going in with that and see it. So this will infuse more flavor into the soup. Oziza seed has its own flavor, Ogiri has its own flavor and taste. You can see, and they are also very medicinal. All these traditional things are quite medicinal. So I'll be going in with my Oha and Oziza leaves, which I have washed and shredded. You don't wash it like bitter leaf, so that you can see what it's giving. You can get this, and you don't cut with knife. So this is it going in. Wow, I told you this soup is very easy. It doesn't it doesn't take much time. That's why I love it. It doesn't even stress you. You cook it at your comfort. You can see. Wow, this is just what I want. This is just what I want. That particular thickness. So you can see it's giving. And you don't allow these vegetables to overcook on fire. And one other thing I love about Oha is that it doesn't shrink very quick. Unlike what do they call it? Vegetables, water leaf. As you're warming it, you still feel that freshness. That's one thing I love about these Oha leaves. Oha leaves are quite medicinal. You can see soup is almost ready. Almost ready. So the last thing I'm going in with is my crayfish and pepper. So that goes in. See, giving it a stir. Stir. So this is Recipes Rhapsody. Always tune into our channels for dishes, juice, drinks, Nigeria and other nations. We'll keep the recipes here for the generations to come. And it's a good thing that we are doing that today. When I was in the market, the person I actually buy from was not around. And you know, this soup, Oha Soup, is not my native soup. It's for the eastern people of Nigeria, but I learned to cook other tribes food. So I asked the girl child that was there, what am I going to use to thicken this soup? I was glad that she gave me the right ingredients before her mom will come. So parents, let's do well. Let's teach our kids. Leave the recipes for generations to come. And just as I said, you don't have to overcook this leaf. The soup is already ready to go. I'll be turning off my lights and I will see you at the testing arena. So welcome back to Recipe Rhapsody, and it's testing o'clock time. So you can see our dish, what it looks like, Oha soup and Eba. Daddy bless her and buy this soup for me. In Jesus' mighty name, I pray. So you can see these are Oha leaves. These are Oha leaves with Oziza leaf. Then the thickener is actually powdered Ede and Achi. Different taste entirely, but it's fine. I love it. I love the infusion of the Oziza seed, and it has a different taste since it's actually two thickeners. Everything is well combined. well mixed. Oh, you're welcome to come and join me. Or maybe I'll just eat for two. Me and you. And this is me saying bye bye from Recipe Rhapsodies. See you in another video. Bye.